Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges facing humanity today. It refers to long-term shifts in temperature, precipitation, and weather patterns, primarily driven by human activities. While natural factors have historically contributed to changes in the Earth's climate, the unprecedented pace of current changes is overwhelmingly linked to human-induced factors. This is my thoughts on everything, and now we are going to talk about understanding climate change. Understanding the causes of climate change and identifying viable solutions are crucial steps toward safeguarding our planet for future generations. Causes of climate change. The rise in global temperatures, melting ice caps, extreme weather events, and shifts in ecosystems are direct consequences of climate change. Let's explore the key factors driving this crisis. Greenhouse gas emissions. The most significant cause of climate change is the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, leading to the warming of the Earth's surface. Carbon dioxide. The burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, for energy production, transportation, and industry releases massive amounts of CO2. Deforestation also exacerbates this problem, as trees that naturally absorb CO2 are removed. Other gases like methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbons, etc. also contribute to climate change. Deforestation and land use changes. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. When trees are cut down, not only is this absorption capacity reduced, but the carbon stored in trees is also released back into the atmosphere. Loss of biodiversity. Deforestation reduces biodiversity, which can weaken ecosystems' resilience to climate change impacts, such as droughts and floods. Land degradation. Unsustainable land use practices like overgrazing and industrial agriculture degrade soil and release carbon stored in the ground, contributing to increased GHG levels. Industrial activities. Manufacturing processes, especially those related to cement, steel, and chemical production, release large quantities of GHGs. Industrial waste and improper disposal methods further exacerbate environmental harm. Transportation. The transportation sector is a major source of GHGs due to the heavy reliance on internal combustion engines powered by gasoline and diesel. Growing urbanization and globalization have increased transportation demand, making this a critical issue. Agriculture. Modern agricultural practices, while essential for feeding the world's population, contribute significantly to climate change. Fertilizer use. The use of nitrogen-based fertilizers leads to nitrous oxide emissions, which are more potent than CO2 in terms of global warming potential. Waste management. Landfills emit methane as organic waste decomposes. Poorly managed waste systems contribute not only to pollution, but also to the release of methane and CO2. Solutions to climate change. While the causes of climate change are complex, solutions are within reach. A combination of policy changes, technological innovation, and individual action can reduce emissions and help mitigate climate change. Let's explore key strategies. Transition to renewable energy. One of the most effective solutions to climate change is the shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources. Solar, wind, and hydropower produce electricity without emitting GHGs. Energy efficiency. Improving energy efficiency in buildings, transportation, and industry can also lower emissions. This includes upgrading insulation, using energy-efficient appliances, and adopting electric vehicles. Reforestation and forest conservation. Planting new trees and restoring degraded forests helps sequester carbon and provide critical habitat for wildlife. Sustainable agriculture practices. Agriculture needs to evolve to reduce emissions while feeding a growing global population. Practices such as crop rotation, cover cropping, and reduced tillage help restore ecosystems. Reducing meat consumption. Shifting to plant-based diets or reducing overall meat consumption can lower the demand for livestock farming, which is a major source of methane emissions. Policy and regulatory action. Governments play a crucial role in the fight against climate change by implementing policies that reduce emissions and promote sustainability. Individual actions. While systemic changes are critical, individual actions can also make a difference in the fight against climate change. Recycling, composting, and reducing plastic use can cut down on landfill waste and emissions. The role of innovation. Technological innovation plays a key role in addressing climate change. From renewable energy breakthroughs to artificial intelligence helping optimize energy use, innovation is essential for reducing emissions. The adoption of EVs, powered by renewable energy, reduces the reliance on fossil fuels in transportation. Solar radiation management, reflecting sunlight back into space, and ocean fertilization, enhancing the ocean's ability to absorb carbon, are being explored as potential last resort methods to mitigate the worst effects of climate change. Conclusion. Climate change is a multifaceted problem, but solutions exist. Addressing the root causes, GHG emissions, deforestation, and unsustainable agricultural practices, requires cooperation at all levels, from global governance to individual choices. Transitioning to renewable energy, protecting ecosystems, and adopting sustainable practices are essential to mitigating climate change and building a resilient future. Solving climate change will take time. The future of our planet and humanity's well-being depend on the decisions we make today. That's all for today. We will talk on another topic in the next upcoming video. Stay tuned and keep supporting us. Thank you.